There's a lot of talk in the Wilson building about taxes and whether it's necessary to raise them on the city's wealthiest residents to avoid cutting back on services, particularly safety net types of services. A poll commissioned by the DC Fiscal Policy Institute found that most city residents believe maintaining services is the top issue here, not raising taxes. What do the data in this poll tell you about the choices the city is confronting right now, Alyssa?
Well, let me talk about a few of the big takeaways, Kojo, from the poll. So the first, just to clarify, so DCFPI commissioned Hart Research Associates, which is a national polling firm that has clients that include the Wall Street Journal that I know Tom reads every day.
It's the Wall Street Journal NBC polling that does.
In fact, Tom is correct, as well as, and I know this is I think the last time I was on the program, it wasn't regional, so I'll try to have some regional references. But I think that Governor O'Malley is also a client of Hart.
My son used to work for Hart Polling, but go ahead.
Oh, terrific.
It tends to be a Democratic oriented, but it is a respected poll. We'll grant you it's a respected polling organization.
So you have appointed yourself self-characterizer of every institution that appears on this broadcast.
So back to the relevant points here. So the big takeaways that Hart found from the poll, and I just like to say that we released the poll as well as the Hart Research memo on the poll on our website, www.dcfpi.org, so everyone can read the poll questions. But the big takeaways are, I think, three things. That basically DC voters prefer maintaining services rather than holding down taxes, and it was actually 70 to 23%.
Well, I'll tell you what Jack Evans says about that. Okay. He says that you should poll the people who are likely to be the ones paying the taxes, the people who are making over $200,000 a year, and see how they feel. She can't wait.
I can't wait to answer this one, Kojo, because once again, I'm going to say Jack Evans, Mr. Evans is entitled to his opinion, but not entitled to his own facts. And the facts are that 1 out of 4 respondents to our poll self-reported that they earned more than $100,000, and in fact, 11% said they earned more than $200,000.
Okay, you were making other points.
Okay, the other points being that the poll found that the largest number of residents supported taking a balanced approach, which is a mix of revenues and cuts, to balance our budget, and that specifically on the income tax, on Jack's point about the income tax proposal, which, to be clear to all listeners, is a proposal that would create a new bracket at $200,000 at a higher rate, moving up from
1/2 of 1%, right? I'm sorry, excuse me. You were about to say that. Excuse me.
No, terrific.
I read your mind.
I must be taking too long on my explanations. And 85% of respondents to our poll said they found Mayor Gray's tax proposal acceptable, and specifically to Mr. Evans' point that 90% of people who earned above $100,000 found it acceptable, and that we actually also divided the district into 4 groupings of wards, and so wards 2 and 3 were grouped together, and I believe 91% of respondents in wards 2 and 3, Mr. Evans' own ward, said that they found Mayor Gray's tax proposal acceptable.
Alyssa Silverman is